Understanding the shadows. What is gang stalking? It's a term that's gained traction online, but remains shrouded in mystery and controversy. For many, it describes a chilling experience of being targeted, watched, and harassed by a group acting in secret. But what does it really mean, and how does it affect those who believe they're being stalked? Gang stalking communities can deeply undermine mental health, fueling paranoia, anxiety, and a sense of helplessness. The constant stress can make everyday life feel like a battle. At the center of many stories is the narcissist, the manipulator who orchestrates chaos, often for their own gain or satisfaction. When someone believes they're a victim of gang stalking, they feel watched, followed, and harassed by a coordinated group, sometimes neighbors, coworkers, or even strangers. Every interaction can feel loaded with hidden meaning. These targeted individuals see patterns everywhere: cars that seem to follow, strange phone calls at odd hours, and relentless online trolling that never seems to stop. Even the workplace isn't safe. Smear campaigns, rumors, and subtle sabotage can make professional life unbearable. The world becomes a hostile place, every person a potential enemy, every glance a possible threat. Suspected perpetrators range from shadowy organizations to vindictive exes or neighbors, making it impossible to know who to trust. Motives are often unclear, which only deepens the fear and confusion, leaving victims desperate for answers that rarely come. Whether the harassment is real or imagined, the distress and suffering are absolutely real and can be life-altering. The anxiety, fear, and isolation can be overwhelming, leading to withdrawal from friends, family, and daily activities. This belief system can take over a person's life, making it hard to function, maintain relationships, or even trust their own perceptions. The real damage is the devastating impact on mental and emotional well-being, leaving scars that can last long after the stalking ends. The puppet master, the narcissist at the center. Often, gang stalking narratives focus on a single manipulative figure, a narcissist, seen as orchestrating the harassment. This person, sometimes an ex or a former boss, becomes the focal point of the victim's fear. Narcissists manipulate, gaslight, and control, sometimes engaging in real-world harassment. Their actions can plant the seed for larger conspiracy beliefs. After escaping such a relationship, victims may interpret every odd event as part of the narcissist's campaign. The narcissist becomes an all-powerful figure in the victim's mind, amplifying feelings of persecution. This focus intensifies the sense of helplessness and isolation. Living in a nightmare, the daily reality of perceived persecution. For many, this is not just a passing fear, but a constant, overwhelming presence that shapes every moment of their day. For those who believe they're being gang-stalked, daily life is a nightmare. Every sound, every shadow, and every glance from a stranger can feel like a threat, making it nearly impossible to relax. Simple tasks, like shopping or walking down the street, become fraught with anxiety, as every interaction feels suspicious. Even the most mundane activities are colored by fear and hypervigilance. They may believe their home is bugged, their devices hacked, and their privacy gone. The sense of being watched never truly fades, no matter where they are. This constant fear leads to extreme behaviors, covering windows, unplugging electronics, and avoiding conversations. Some even go so far as to change their routines or avoid public places altogether. The psychological toll is immense. Anxiety, panic, and depression are common. Sleep is often disrupted, and a sense of dread lingers throughout the day. Isolation grows as trust in friends and family erodes. The world feels increasingly hostile and unsafe, pushing them further into solitude. Attempts to explain their fears are often met with disbelief, deepening their loneliness. The lack of understanding from others can make them feel truly alone in their struggle. Relationships and jobs suffer, and life shrinks to a cycle of fear and suspicion. The ability to function in daily life is gradually eroded. The belief in persecution consumes every aspect of their existence, leaving little room for hope or peace. In the search for answers and validation, many who believe they're being gang-stalked turn to the internet. The web offers a vast space where people can connect with others who share their experiences, no matter how unusual or isolating those experiences may feel. Online forums and groups offer a sense of belonging and validation. You're not crazy, this is happening to me too. These digital spaces can be comforting, providing a community that listens and understands when the outside world seems dismissive or skeptical. But these communities can become echo chambers, reinforcing paranoia and delusional beliefs. When everyone shares the same fears, doubts are rarely voiced, and skepticism is often unwelcome. Every odd event is seen as proof of the conspiracy, making it hard to question one's own perceptions. Even innocent coincidences are reinterpreted as evidence, fueling a cycle of suspicion. Members often discourage seeking professional help, viewing therapists as part of the plot. This mistrust of outsiders can make it nearly impossible for individuals to break free from the group's influence. Specialized jargon and shared stories cement group identity, deepening the sense of being targeted. The language and narratives become a code, further separating members from those who don't share their beliefs. Real-world relationships are replaced by online connections built on fear. Friends and family may be pushed away, while online contacts become the primary source of support and information. While these spaces feel supportive, they can trap individuals in paranoia and prevent healing. The comfort of community can quickly turn into a prison of shared anxiety and suspicion. The result, a cycle of fear, isolation, and resistance to effective treatment, leaving many feeling more alone than ever despite being constantly connected. To understand the stakes, consider the tragic stories of those consumed by these beliefs. Take Jenny, who struggled with schizophrenia and became convinced she was being gang-stalked. Online communities amplified her fears, isolating her from loved ones and reality. The constant reinforcement of her paranoia led to despair and, ultimately, suicide. Jenny's story is not unique. Others have been driven to violence or self-harm by similar beliefs. The Navy Yard shooter, for example, believed he was targeted by electromagnetic waves. These cases show how unchecked paranoia can spiral into tragedy. The suffering is real, and the consequences can be deadly. Taking these beliefs seriously is crucial for prevention and support. If you feel targeted or harassed, reach out for help, but choose your support wisely. Don't turn to online forums that reinforce your fears. Instead, confide in a trusted friend, family member, or mental health professional. Isolation fuels paranoia. Connection is the antidote. Seek evaluation from a qualified expert. Conditions like paranoia and delusional disorder are treatable. If you're experiencing real harassment, document everything and consider contacting law enforcement or advocacy groups. The path to healing requires courage. Question the narrative of fear and be open to help. You deserve to feel safe and reclaim your life. Recovery starts with asking for help and choosing connection over isolation.